for the Baker's Batch at Horsepower Ranch. Today we're baking one of my favorites, but it's surely Anna Johnson's favorite. It's sweet potato pie. So the very first thing you do to just get everything going is you boil your sweet potatoes. If you have two sweet potatoes, it'll make two pies. So this recipe calls for two sweet potatoes, a half a pound of butter, 2.5 cups of sugar, 2 eggs, and I use our Mexican vanilla, cinnamon, allspice, and nutmeg, as well as lemon extract. And when I tell you, it will be the bee's knees. You all will surely enjoy this sweet potato pie. Today, Julia and Anna are surely helping make this wonderful dessert. We are really enjoying this time out of school, aren't we, ladies? And we are doing lots of baking. So every week you'll hear from us and we'll have a wonderful dessert for you as well. So today, let's get started on our sweet potato pie. So Julia, Anna, can you pass Julia the spatula so she can put the sweet potatoes in? I'll do it from this angle. And on our cake mixer, we're going to use the actual whip, because what happens with sweet potatoes, they have strings in them. So if you use the whip, you're able to, all the strings will be attached to the whip. Okay, so we'll roll this up and we'll get this going. Now, one of the worst things that can happen is to have a pie that's full of strings. So during the course of this, you'll see us take our whip off and get all those strings out. But we'll whip this up really good. Next, Anna, we're going to put our butter in. So that is next. It's a little hot, isn't it, Anna? Okay, here you go. Let's go ahead and put your butter in. Okay. There's a little more. Okay, well, we also have it up here. So let's get all the butter. Anna loves butter, so she wants to get every drop in there. All right, now I'm going to pass that over there, Julia. And now we're going to whip our butter in. The butter is going to melt very quickly. Now, our butter and our eggs were at room temperature. So when you make this, make sure you have your butter and your eggs at room temperature. Anna, in just a minute, we're going to scrape our sides and we're going to get all these strings off of our whip. And we're just making sure that we're whipping it up really, really well. You see that? It's really mixing up.
Kind of getting on me a little bit.
Yes, a little bit. Anna says it's kind of getting on her a little bit. So we'll turn it down. Okay? And if you're just joining us, we're making a wonderful confection. Sweet potato pie, and we're making it from scratch. It's really simple. Anyone can make this at home. But if you have young children, it is surely a joy to make with them. And it's mixing up really, really well.
Doing pretty good.
It's doing pretty good, Anna? Okay, at this time, we are going to add our sugars. So let's add our brown sugar first. So this is a half a cup of brown sugar. And I'll go through the recipe again. So you have 2 boiled sweet potatoes. You boil them first. You take all the skin off. You also have 2 sticks of butter. You have a half a cup of brown sugar. And you have a cup and a half. I made it 2 cups of regular white sugar. This is surely, surely good.
Surely gonna spill.
That's okay if it spills a little bit.
Clean it up.
Anna, you're going to clean it up, clean up, clean up. Everybody clean up. Clean up as you go. Okay? And now we're going to blend this up. So far, we put in our sweet potatoes, our brown sugar, our white sugar, and now the butter. This is really good. We'll mix that up really good. Okay, and tonight, after we make these pies, we have a special person who's under the weather today that we're going to go by their house and drop them off a pie after we get finished. They're a great friend of ours, and Anna is just itching to know who it is. It's a surprise, so you'll see. So, no. So we're whipping, whipping, whipping. We're whipping it up. Okay. Now we're going to roll this down a bit, and we're going to check and see if we have any strings. Anna, do we have any strings on there? Julia?
Oh, yeah.
So we want to get rid of those strings. So Julia, if you can take this. No. Anna wants to sample. Take that and rinse it off. Rinse all the strings off with a sprayer. Good job. Anna, go get her a towel to dry it with. I want to get all those strings out. And this is going to ensure you do not have a stringy pie. Just a towel. Thank you.
But you may have a little bit of strings in it.
No, you won't have any. Okay. Joey, go ahead and pull those off the end.
At school, you might have a little string.
Oh, Anna's saying if you buy this pie someplace, you might have some strings. But if you make it at home, you're not going to have any strings in it. Woo! So take the time to make sure you make this pie at home. Okay, so we're drying this off, and we're going to go get another towel, please. You're going to go and put this back on. And we're almost finished. All the strings are gone, right, Anna? Great. So now we're going to roll it back up. And now we're going to put it on about 6. Okay, so we scraped our sides also. If you have a stand mixer like this, it's important that you also scrape your sides. Okay, Julia, let's get the eggs going. Let me turn it down a bit. Let Julia pour the eggs in. Anna, get ready for the vanilla. Go ahead and pour them in. Yes. Okay, those are the eggs. No, ma'am. So we're mixing these in. Now, Anna, while we're doing this, I want you to work on our pie shells. So if you can stand right here and start poking holes in the bottom of our pie shells. The reason we do that, when we put these pie shells in the oven, and we're using a pie shell from the store. You're welcome to make your own crust, but we're using a pie shell from the store to make southern sweet potato pies. And so you poke holes in the bottom of it, so when you start baking your pie shell, it's dough, so it's going to puff up. So if you put holes in it, put some down here, Anna. That way your pie shell won't be unbalanced and unevenly cooked. Down here some, in the middle. Yep, just like that. Good job. Okay, Julie, can you go ahead and add our vanilla flavoring? And that's a teaspoon and a half of vanilla flavoring. Okay, Julie, can you go ahead and add our lemon extract? And that is a teaspoon and a half of lemon extract. And okay, now Anna, add your cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice. It's really, really good in there. It's smelling. Anna says it surely smells good now. How does it smell, Julia? It smells good? It's really, really good. Anna says it's her favorite. So we're going to mix this up really good. Julia, can you turn our oven to 350? I like to bake my pie crust first. I like to bake my pie shells a little bit first. One of the worst things that you can have is to bake a pie and the dough is raw on the bottom. So we're going to cook our pie shells a little bit first before we put the actual pie in. That's good, Anna. Let's get the next pie shell. So we're making a southern sweet potato pie. Again, we've added 2 whole sweet potatoes, 2 sticks of butter, a half a cup of brown sugar, a cup and a half of regular white sugar, 2 eggs, a teaspoon and a half of vanilla extract, a teaspoon and a half of lemon extract, and then we've added a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a teaspoon of allspice. And now we're mixing all of that up. Joey, go ahead and put that one in the oven.
The other one?
They go side by side. Make sure your edges are not touching the side of the oven. And then we're going to bake those for just a few minutes. Go ahead and close it.
I need to mix more bowls.
No, ma'am, you're good. You're good. Okay, go ahead and put that in the sink. Go ahead and put it in the sink. Go ahead and put it in the sink. Thanks. Now, the next thing we want to do is make sure we're cleaning our area.
Are you gonna have cake?
Just one moment. Just one moment. Okay, Anna gets really excited about sweet potato pie. She wants to taste it. Come over here. She wants to taste it. So just one moment. It's almost ready for the pie
Are
shells.
you using spoons?
Just a minute. It's looking good, isn't it, Anna?
Oh yeah, it's looking really good.
It's looking really good. It's almost ready.
It's like almost ready and it's looking a little watery, but it's not.
Okay, we're going to speed it up a little bit to make sure we don't have any lumps in our sweet potato pie. As I mentioned, this is really a quick and simple recipe to make. It's really easy. Okay, Julie, turn your light on. And these pies are going to bake for approximately 40 minutes. Sometimes it might take 40 minutes. It depends on the type of oven you have. We typically bake them about 40 minutes. And they are delicious. So we're making a southern sweet potato pie, but one of them we're going to put an additional crust on the top. I had that about 15 years ago when I first moved to Houston. And to me, that was one of the best pies I had ever had. And I said, well, what is this called? And the person whose mother made the pie said, oh, my mother just calls it a Creole sweet potato pie. So what we've done is we put a twist on it. We're going to cut out some, we'll make it like lattice work on top of the pie. So we're going to cut it out. And we're gonna cut the dough out and put it on top of the sweet potato pie. So we'll let Anna and Julia start cutting. Can you bring the dough over, Julia? Let's clean off our counter to make sure it's all nice and clean, Anna. Anna. Okay, Julia, can you go ahead and put it down? Okay. And just slowly unroll it.
Should we make our own design?
No, we're just gonna cut some strips. I'll show you how to do it.
With what?
Just a moment with a knife. We'll cut the strips while this is still baking. Okay. Julia can get a butter knife. Get 2 butter knives.
So what are we making?
I'm going to show you. We're going to put the lettuce on the pie. Okay. I'm going to show you how to cut them. So you're going to cut them in strips
Oh,
like this. All the way across. Okay, and I'm going to let you start right here. Cut that one. Go ahead. Maybe get on this side. Cut it where it's easy for you. Yes. All right. Oh, that's good. Okay, Julia, cut you one. That's good. Okay. And I cut one more. Okay, let's keep going. Uh-oh. Come on, finish this cut. That's okay, it's okay. You can't mess up, because we can fix it. Okay, Julie, come right here and start cutting. See, we fixed it. Okay, these are the strips that we're going to put. Just a second, wait. Start right here, Anna, cutting that one. Okay, go all the way this way. Good job cutting. Okay, now, looks like our pie is ready. Check your pie shells in there. I typically bake my pie shells for about for about 10 minutes. Can you open and see what they look like? They look good? Okay. Let me get them out of the oven because they are hot. It melted a little bit. The dough got a little soft. Okay. A little bit of the dough fell off in the oven, which is okay. This is hot. So I'll put it right here. Let me grab this one. Let me put one of these over here so we can put our pie over here. Okay, it's okay, Anna. We'll fix it. Step back, Anna. Step back, Anna. This is hot. Okay? And let me get another one of these to go over there. Okay, this is hot. This is hot. Okay, let me get this one out. This is hot. Beep, beep. Okay. Now, what we're now going to do is we're going to pour our batter into the pie shells. But just a minute, Anna. Just a minute, Anna. Just a minute. Okay. Now you're going to pour this in. Okay. And I normally this is going to make about 6 cups of batter. So you put 3 cups in each pie shell. And these are deep dish pie shells. But if you like to use a regular pie shell, you're welcome to. I just like a deep dish pie shell. So, the very first pie will be your traditional sweet potato pie. The next one will be the Creole sweet potato pie. So I'm going to start the girls on putting their lattice on, and I'm going to let them finish. So, see? You just lay the dough across there. Yes. You see? Yeah, it's stretchy. See? Uh-oh. And it's okay if it breaks because you can put it back together. Okay? So, let me help you a little bit. Okay, I think we have that. Okay, Anna, here you go. Take that piece. Julia, come on this side. Once you lay them down, Anna, you have to keep them down. You can't lift back up. So lay them across. Okay, that's a little big, Anna. You need to break that one in half. Okay, let me help. It's okay. Just break it. Okay, and then we're going to stretch this over. Ooh, that pie shell is hot. Okay, keep going. So you can't mess up. And if you mess up, just pick up another piece. Okay, let Julie do one. No, just right across the top. Okay, you have to feel the bottom first. Now, Now you're going to come across this way. Yes. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Perfectly fine. Keep coming across. Yes, it's going to look like an apple pie. Okay, that's good. That is very, very good, ladies. That's okay. Keep going. You all are doing a fantastic job. Okay. And one more. Okay. Now, Julie, put your strip. Okay. And now these are ready to go in the oven. Right? It's going to look so good. Joy, can you open the oven for me, please? And I'm coming right by you. Let me slide these in to bake. Not to slide them in. They were hot, but when we put the batter in, it cooled them down. Okay, so now we have those pies in there baking. They'll bake for 40 minutes. Well, what we did this week, we went ahead and we baked 2 pies. Julia, can you give me 2 plates? And I want to show you what these pies look like when they come out of the oven. So here is the Creole sweet potato pie and the traditional sweet potato pie. Okay, Julie, can you put the plates there? And we are going to cut one of each. Anna, can you get 2 forks? So we'll cut the first one. Okay, and we'll get a slice out. This is so, so good. And Anna, Julia, let me give you a piece. Also, this is so, so good. Okay, here you go. Yes, you can have a piece. You can have a piece. How is it, Anna? Is that pretty good? Yes. It's okay if it's cold, but is it good, Julia? Good job. I am so glad. Anna likes her pies hot, but most people like them cold. I am enjoying it cold. Thank you all so much for joining us. This has been a wonderful time. And anytime you like to make anything sweet, you can text me, call me, or email me, and we'd love to shoot you a recipe. But thank you for joining us at the Baker's Batch at Horsepower Ranch today. Have a great afternoon.